Alrighty, so today we're going to run through how to change brake fluid. We're going to do the rear, show you how to test that. We'll give it a good flush, and we'll also do the front. So a couple of things we need: obviously a brake bleeder. We'll need an air compressor to run that, and we've got some brand new brake fluid, obviously. 8mm spanner to do the rear, and this is a little brake fluid tester. Pretty basic to use. Switch it on. Make sure it's set to .3 and .4. And we'll just come over here and we'll take the lid off. Right. Put that in there. Comes up straight away that it's got too much moisture in it, so I'm going to flush it anyway. Alrighty. So next thing I like to do is obviously suck all that fluid out, just make sure it's nice and fresh. Try and do this one-handed. Right, little trick, little hole in the top, bigger hole in the bottom. Make sure that's nice and full. You can come into the back. Grab an 8mm spanner. Chuck that on there. Try and do this one-handed. So just make sure we've got a nice little seal on there. Come back, put that bleeder on. See it come out. Keep an eye on the fluid. As you can see, that's nearly all gone just from that one. Switch it off. And we'll just keep doing that procedure. Another thing I like to do after we've done a couple of flushes, obviously make sure our reservoir is full. I like to do a couple of manual bleeds, so I'll run you through how to do that. So you make sure we've got a hard pedal, hold it down, crack it off nice and slowly. Couple pumps. And when you do this, you only need to open that bleeder valve just slightly, just enough to let the pressure push it out. So we'll get it down to the full level. Make sure we've got a hard pedal. That's a good way just to make sure that it doesn't feel like there's any air in it. A little bit more. Put the lid on. Pretty much call it done. You can just switch this on. Right, so we're going to move on to the front now. Obviously we want to put a rag around the master, take these screws out. Now sometimes these can be pretty tight and seized. Try and do this one-handed. Yeah, just give them a tap with a hammer on the screwdriver. Normally knocks them loose. Take your lid off. drain in there a little bit. As you can see, it's not too bad, but it's been a while since I've done it, so. Alright, so we'll put our bleeder on. Get back up the top. Put that fluid out. Back up to our full line. So we're just going to do this a couple of times, a couple of flushes. Make sure our fluid's still full. I'm just going to top this up a little bit. Right, now we're just going to just before we do a manual bleed, I'll just show you, sometimes there's a little bit of air in the top there. You see the bubbles come out. If you give the lever a couple of little fast flicks, you'll see a little bit of air come out. Alright, so we'll go down the bottom and do a couple of manual bleeds. Now all I'm going to do is just reach up, hold the lever in, a little bit of air come out. A couple pumps, and when you do this you want to hold your lever in. So I'm holding the lever in, cracking the nipple, locking the nipple off, and just let the lever out slowly. Don't know if you can hear me, a few blocks in the background there. Alright, a couple more times. Alright, so there's no air coming out. Pump our lever, feels perfect. And just like that is how you do it, so pretty straightforward. We'll just top our fluid up a little bit, and then what we can do, there's a little bit of corrosion on them, so I'll just put a little bit of anti-seize and we'll put it back together. Another little thing to look out for is obviously in the top here you can see all the moisture that's built up obviously when you wash your bike and when it sits around, so you just give that a good rinse with water, dry it out, and then it's good, all good to go back together. So I'll give this one a wash and get it back together. Once you got your lid and everything on, just go around, wipe any excess off around the lid, and you're good to go. Check your lever, feels nice and hard. Check your rear. A little extra tip, if you want to make it nice and hard, you can leave a reusable zip tie on there overnight. Just bleeds any air out of it, and just makes your lever nice and hard. So, tip of the day.